And Crossfire has once again met its timely demise. This time, around 10 years after the fateful episode involving comedian and host of The Daily Show, Jon Stewart. I want to go back in time here with everyone and relive some of those magical moments from 10 years ago.
Can I say something very quickly? Why do we have to fight? The two of you, can't we just say something nice about John Kerry right now?
I like John. I care about John Kerry.
And something about President Bush.
He'll be unemployed soon. I failed this. Yeah, I made the effort anyway.
Why do you argue? The two of you, I hate to see it.
We enjoy it.
Let me ask you a question. I made a special effort to come on the show today because I have privately, amongst my friends, and also in occasional newspapers and television shows, mentioned this show as being bad. And I felt that wasn't fair, and I should come here and tell you that I don't. It's not so much that it's bad as it's hurting America. So I wanted to come here today and say,
wait.
Here's just what I wanted to tell you guys.
Yeah.
Stop. Stop hurting America.
Okay, now
and come work for us, because we, as the people.
How do you pay?
The people, not well.
Better than CNN, I'm sure.
But you can sleep at night. See, the thing is, we need your help. Right now you're helping the politicians and the corporations, and we're left out there to mow our lawns.
Just said we're too rough on them when they make mistakes.
No, you're not too rough on them. You're part of their strategies. You're partisan, what do you call it, hacks. The interesting thing that I have is you have a responsibility to the public discourse, and you fail miserably.
I think.
You need to go to one. The thing that I want to say is, when you have people on for just knee-jerk, reactionary talk.
Wait, I thought you were going to be funny. Come on, be funny.
No, I'm not going to be your monkey. Go ahead. I watch your show every day, and it kills me.
I can tell you love it.
It's so painful to watch. You know, because we need what you do. This is such a great opportunity you have here to actually get politicians off of their marketing and strategy. Yeah, it's someone who watches your show and cannot take it anymore. I just can't.
What's it like to have dinner with you? It must be excruciating. Do you like lecture people like this, or do you come over to their house and sit and lecture them, and they're not doing the right thing, that they're missing their opportunities, evading their responsibilities?
If I think they are.
Look, I wouldn't want to eat with you, man. That's horrible.
I know, and you won't. But the thing I want to get to.
We promised naked pictures this
Yeah, we did. Let's get to those.
Why can't we just talk? Please, I beg of you guys.
I think you watch too much Crossfire. We're going to take a quick break.
No. Look,
no, hold on.
Please.
We've got commercials.
Please.
Next,
please stop.
Magical moments. Love it. Now, what's interesting about this decision is that just like the Crossfire back then in the day, all the show was, and had ever been, was just a place where people could shout talking points at each other. We have a place like that now that can do that a lot better. It's called Facebook. Anyway, I'm going to get your guys' thoughts on CNN canning Crossfire and whether or not you agree with the premise that shows like these hurt America. Tom?
Yes and no. I'm going to be a little bit of a dick about it. Yes, they do hurt America to the point where people become disengaged and don't want to deal with the thing, and yes, they're good for it because, like, if you get Jon Stewart on Crossfire, people might actually engage in a meaningful debate about what's wrong with things, and that's where it can be a good thing. As far as this round of Crossfire getting fired, ironically enough, it just sucked. There was a couple of good shows that I could even point to. One of them, I think every time Newt Gingrich was on, where he got his panties in a twist. That was always fun to watch. And one where they actually invited a liberal on named Tom Hartman, who usually isn't allowed anywhere in the mainstream media. So when they did stuff like that, it was really worth watching, but they didn't do enough of that, and it didn't open up a good conversation, and so it fell flat, badly.
first I just want to point out that there's like an old saying, and that clip is a perfect example of it, the Jon Stewart clip that you showed, that is conservatives believe and liberals lie. You saw Tucker Carlson like fighting to defend his position on Crossfire because he was so hurt, and the other guy wasn't saying anything. So like that's just a funny thing I wanted to point out. Also, looks like Crossfire was in Jon Stewart's crosshairs. Hilarious.
Wow, that was terrible.
But
that crossed the line, sir.
The point about hurting America, I think that gets like super exaggerated. Like it hurts the like 1,000, 100,000, whatever their ratings were that actually watched the show. Like it's not
watch that show.
Well, yeah, whatever. It's not good, and I'm like a news junkie, and I watch clips all the time, and I watch news, and I go on YouTube channels that like put together clips from other news organizations, and I can't remember one Crossfire clip that I've ever watched outside of doing this show and watching the Young Turks, and even that is super rare. Like it's very uninteresting, and if anything, it hurts America because people watch it and they actually die watching it from boredom.
Well, I think the one thing that was missing from this Crossfire is, I mean, the elephant in the room is that it didn't have a bow tie. And you can't fight a bow tie. You know what I'm saying? Also, I think it's interesting that I don't think CNN understands just yet that people are sick and tired of watching grown people yell over each other. Like, we're fatigued. We are pundit battle fatigued. We don't want to see that. We're not interested in it. I mean, there are S.E. Cupp does very interesting interviews. She's a very intelligent woman. Van Jones is a very intelligent man, but nobody wants to see those two people argue. No matter how sexy Van Jones' bald head is, no matter how sexy S.E. Cupp is that night, nobody gives a shit because nobody wants to even be bothered with stressing themselves out for that. So that's, I mean, the Crossfire was basically them living in 2005 for the past year and a half, and it's just never worked out.